Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play. It is currently episode 12, I want to say? Yes, it's episode 12. For a moment I forgot which episode we were on. But before we get things started off today, I would like to say a special thank you to everyone who's been currently supporting me up to this far. I'm looking at all of you guys. Thank you so much. The support you're giving means a lot to me. So, let's get into today's episode. So, if we look about, then, yeah, if we look at the terrain, it looks a little bit rough around the edges. So, today we're going to be tackling that on. So, basically, we're being the cleanup crew. Because we've done quite a lot of things, and I think it's time that we start cleaning up around. Because it's not looking as great. There's creeper holes here and there. There are parts that just aren't finished. The back of the house, I'm not even going to talk about the back of the house. But, let me just put my wings on. I did, however, go do some wither skeleton killing in the nether, and we managed to get ourselves 3 wither skeleton skulls. We can now get ourselves a beacon, which is going to help us even more with cleaning up, because we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming. So, before we even start with cleaning up anything, we're going to go take on the withers. So for that, we're going to need a couple of things. Just like the ender dragon, we're going to need some potions. But we're not going to need potions of slow falling this time. We're just going to need some potions of strength, regeneration, maybe weakness. I'm not sure if weakness actually even works on the wither, does it? I'm not sure, but we'll try. We also need some golden apples. Luckily, we have a few left. Well, 1, I think, from when we took on the ender dragon. So, I'm going to get these potions brewed up, and if I even have any bottles. I should have plenty from the last time I traded with that villager. So, I'm going to make these potions, and then I'm going to get back to everyone. This seems like a suitable place. Let me just go up a bit. I want to get to the roof. Now, I know the trapping the wither has been patched, but I think just doing this on the roof of the nether is just going to be a lot easier. Although I do think we might just kill ourselves here. I do believe that's going to happen. Because the wither is going to be a lot different than the ender dragon. Ender dragon flies around and just shoots fireballs at you very occasionally. The wither is gonna actively try to kill us. So we have to be ready for him. Right. So I think we can block this off. Because I know the wither is 3 blocks high, so we're gonna do everything we can to block the wither. So, we'll need to come way back over here, put that in the chest, down, grab the soul sand and the skulls, and prepare things. So, we need to do something like that. Now, before I even think of putting those skulls on there, so put that back. Gonna put our wings back into the chest. Gonna have an extra ender chest here, but I'm gonna leave this ender chest here. And have all our potions at the ready. Strength and regeneration. Whew, okay. I hope everyone is ready for this, because I'm probably gonna die in the process of this. But I don't know. We'll just have to find out. And let's hope we don't die. Wish me luck. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. He's gotten himself stuck. Literally. Was it just me, or was that incredibly easy? If he didn't go and get himself stuck up there for some odd reason, it wasn't even the usual thing that you do to kill him. He ended up killing him. He got himself stuck. Well, there we go, taking advantage of the sizes of mobs. Where's that? There it is. There it is. The Nether Star. We can now make our first beacon. So let's pop that into the ender chest. And grab our wings to fly down. Let's go home. And let's create our beacon. Right, now what are the things you need for a beacon again? Obsidian, I know that. Obsidian and glass. I think. Must be. So I think the glass goes over like that. The obsidian. And the Nether Star is still in my ender chest. Making a very stupid mistake there. Okay, so let's try again. That goes in the middle. That goes over the top. And this goes at the bottom. We got ourselves a beacon. Awesome. Now, we have a lot of iron to build the beacon with anyway, so I'm just gonna dump all of this stuff because we don't need all of this. There we go. We no longer need our wings, but we can keep them in our inventory along with the fireworks. Also store a set of those. We don't need the potions anymore, so we can put those away. What we need now is lots and lots of iron to make iron blocks with. Alright, I probably built this way bigger than it needs to be. So let's put the beacon on. If I can actually put the beacon in the correct place. Wait. I don't think this is going to be necessary, but it'll just give me peace of mind to do it with Silk Touch. And there we go. There we go. So, what we need is haste. And there we go. Our beacon is set up. So now let's get to work on clearing this place out. Let's do it. I have never seen it so clear over here. I moved the cows to over there because we might use them again in the future. We weren't able to get all of them. Some of them just decided that they were going to go in their own direction. So we got rid of them. We've got more than enough to repopulate anyway, so... yeah, I moved the sugarcane farm because we can build a bigger and better one. So let's start terraforming this landscape. It might take us a while, but we've got enough dirt to do the job. So let's terraform. And there we go. We've got the sides all done. Now, I'm no expert, but I think this looks okay. I think this will work. Though I have a few too many similarities in some other places. I've just noticed. Just clear that up. And do this. This one. So it's a work in progress. We just keep it that way. So it's definitely a work in progress, but what we need to do right now is get rid of this mountain piece, because I don't want this so close. So we're gonna have to take this out. So I've just had a very interesting and unique idea to do with this mountain, because we live next to a mountain and we have to kind of live with that. So we can just use that to our advantage and make something That looks nice. So what I was thinking is we make like a sort of cliff out of this mountain, and then we have the cliff overlooking the house itself with a small little, well, semi-cave? Not a full-on cave, but a small little cave that goes underneath the cliff. So, did we do that in today's episode, or did we do it in another episode? Because I don't really know anymore. There's a zombie coming. Yeah, let's do it in today's episode. So I'm going to cut straight forward to it to see what we can come up with. So for you, it's going to take a quick second to the next clip, but for me, it's probably going to be a lot longer. So let's get this doing to see how far we can go with this idea. And there we have it. The well, it's not the finished form of how this is going to be. This is only the start of what the cliff is going to look like. We still have to put in the cliff itself. This is only the base of the cliff. So there's still pretty much a lot of work to be done on this thing. So I'm not going to leave it just like this because I think it looks ugly. So I'm going to get to work and I'm going to see what I can do to make a good looking cliff. A lot of hard work later, and we have our finished version, the terraforming version, not the fully decorated version. The decorating we'll do another time, but there it is. Our little cliff face, all done. The little cave as well, which we can use as our mine entrance. We'll just have to dig that out first, because yeah, we'll dig that out another time. There's also a lake, as you can see, over here, which also goes underneath, like a big, massive body of water, like a big underground mountain reservoir, which leads into a nice little waterfall that we made. So, with this part of the terraforming done, this side, we now have to do the other side of the base. So, let's get into this and start terraforming this piece as well. So we have finally completed all of our terraforming work. You know, I'm going to be honest, this piece behind me, it took longer than I anticipated it would take. I had to take out that entire back piece, even up into the swamp over there. So it took longer, and while I was busy with that, I did the back as well. Now, I'm not going to be properly terraforming this piece, because I have plans for what we're going to do out the back here. So we're going to be holding off on that. But otherwise, all our terraforming work is now complete. So we can now start focusing on one more thing before we end today's episode. And for that, we are going to need to be in a quick creative world so that I can show everyone. So here it is. If you all remember the door that I created for the front of the house, it's not the most effective door in the world. It works for the most part, but not the way I wanted it to work. So I have made a couple of upgrades to it in the form of this system. So this is a... well, how do you call it? It's a system that knows on which side it... I'm terrible with redstone, so please forgive me. It's a system that knows when you've pressed the button on the outside or whether you've stepped on these pressure plates. That's what this whole system back here is for. So if you press the button, I think that piston extends, blocking that signal. So when you press the button, the door will open and it will stay open. And even if you press the button again, nothing will happen. So it will stay open until you step on the pressure plate. Now that the door's been closed, if you step on the pressure plate from the inside, it will open, and then the door will close again. So it's a smart system that knows exactly whether you've pressed the button or stepped on the pressure plate. And it's also a very simple design. There's no complicated things in it. The most complicated thing is the repeater, but that's pretty much just about it. So I say we transfer this big... Well, I'd call this a big mess, but it's a mess that works at least. So we'll transfer this over to our door, and then we will start putting it in. And yes, that is my house in the background. Let's not stare at it too long. Right, we have most of the things we would probably need for this. So first things first, we need to take out some space we can work in. So we just need to clear out some of this. And have a look at the mess that we left behind last time. Right, we've got our little platform now. Now we need to start putting in the system. So I think the door starts over here. So I need to remove that. I need to bring forth the redstone torches. Okay, now I need to put one more set over here. Then of course we need the repeaters. And also the locking repeater. And of course the two repeaters at the back that catch the signal coming through. Now we just need to wire the buttons down this way. Another way to get out of here. Alright, so the buttons are currently sitting over here. So if I take this away, there's a button there. Now I don't want anything to be here specifically because... Let's see, can we do this perhaps? Yes, we can. Excellent. So then we pull the signal down. Ooh. Like that. Now we have to get it down from that side. Do that. Pull that way up there to get the redstone in. Nope. Then we do that, and then that. Pull this down. Alright, the buttons have been wired up. So if we press the button, the door will open. And it will close, since we haven't wired the locking system in yet. Alright, let's wire in... The next part is the locking system, which is really easy. Just do this. And also prevent that from connecting to one another. There we go. And there's the locking system. So whenever you press the button, the door's going to stay open. And even if you press the button again, nothing's going to happen. Right. Now comes the complicated part. Now comes the system that knows whether you've pressed the button or not. So, I say we make the system that knows you've pressed the button. So we're going to need 2 sticky pistons. Probably some more of this. Grab some of that. Some of this. So let's craft up those 2 sticky pistons. Our system is complete. Put in. So we have the standard open the door system, and then we have the system back here, which determines whether you've pressed the button or stepped on the pressure plate first. Basically, that's a big if function. There are probably so many easier ways of designing an if function in Minecraft, but that's my one. It works. It does its job. I hope. We first have to press the button to find out if it does work. So, press button. Door opens. Door remains open. Step on the pressure plate. Which is so embarrassing because I just realized I never hooked up the pressure plates yet. can I be such an idiot? I made the same mistake in my redstone testing world, so this is just more embarrassing. Right. Let's get down here and hook this up. Now, where is the pressure plate? I think it's right here. If not, I'm going to cry. And we just need some kind of system to get down here. Which should just literally be this. And then I've all one redstone short. Now, only thing I'm hoping for is that that little bit of redstone that's going past there doesn't butt power the piston. Ooh, that's running really close to it. I just hope it doesn't. We can test that quickly. Grab this lever. And... I think it is butt powering that piston. Yep. That's bad. How are we going to prevent this from being butt powered? Extend this by one more. That should do the trick. Huh. And now we've broken the door. Of course we've broken the door. Wait, does that mean this is too far? Hang on a second. Huh. I do believe that that's too far away. Or it is. What have we done? For goodness sake. We've broken the door a bit too harshly. So let's just break this. And reset the whole door. There we go. Door's reset. So the door should be working fine now. I'm saying that with so much hope. It's broken already. Door opens. Stays open. That closes the door. So I've discovered the reason why the door kept breaking itself. And that is because the genius standing right here forgot one simple little line of redstone that he by accidentally broke when he went past it. Which meant only half of the system worked and broke itself whenever you stepped on the pressure plates. For goodness sake. Well, I fixed it. I found it and I fixed it. Which means, as soon as you press the button, our door will remain open, as it should. So you have ample time to go in. And as soon as you step on the pressure plates, the door's going to close. But that's not where it ends. If you step on the pressure plate from the inside, door opens and closes behind you, which is the perfect thing that I need, because you don't want to be turning around pressing a button to close the door. So the door will just close up behind you. And it's also ample enough time so you can be sprinting and it still opens quickly enough. So yeah, I think that that worked out perfect. So let's clean up our little mess here and I'll get back to you. What a great episode. We've got terraforming done, we've got a nice little cliff over there. We've got terraforming on this side done and on the back of the house. So yeah, I think in the next episode we can actually start... well, I'll let you guys decide what you want to see next. Do you want to see me do the interior of the house? Or would you like to see me decorate the outside a bit more than what it currently is? Oh, and now that I see it, I left the our little shack at the back there because I'm leaving it as a monument, as episode 1. So I'll put a poll up to so that you guys can decide what you want to see next. Terraforming on the outside or interior decorating. Whichever one you decide, I'll be doing. So, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Do feel free to leave the like button if you enjoyed, and if you really want to see more, consider smashing the subscribe button. What on earth did I just say? Smashing the subscribe. Just press the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Trust me. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But I'll see everyone in the next episode. Goodbye.